So we are learning MB-800, that is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central Functional Consultant. And we have almost covered everything. Only one module which is left, only one learning path which is left is what develop using Power Apps and Power Automate for Dynamics 365 Business Central. So today we'll be learning like what is a Power Apps and what is Power Automate and how we can use that in order to, in order with Business Central. So if you have missed the previous videos, you can just go ahead to Goms Tech Talks channel here and you can just see this one, that is how to pass MB-800. If you click here, you can find the full playlist. If you wish to get a certificate by the end of this course, you can just enroll in the Udemy course. The link is in the description. You can find it there. So you can just use the referral code to enroll here. And by the end, you will be getting your certifications as well, certificate as well. Okay, that is Udemy certification. So let us just go ahead and explore Business Central, that is Power Apps and Power Automate. So the first thing you have to do is what? You have to just click here, click on this 9 dots. So you can see that you have Power Automate. Okay, this is one way of doing it, or else you can directly go ahead and type here. First, let us go ahead and open Power App. Okay, Power App. If you wanted to open Power App, I think app Power App dot Power App login. Like, let me just go ahead with Power App login. So this is what you have to sign in with the Power App. Okay, so make.powerapps.com. This is the website to sign in. So you have to log in with your same email ID. It is good to log in with the same email ID where which you are using your Dynamics 365 Business Central as well. Okay, so here I have this, production environment. So I'm just changing this to the same environment. Okay, so the email ID is same. So this is your Power Apps. Okay, let me just open launch Power Automate as well. Power Automate. So let it load. Meanwhile, this is the website for Power App. Okay, make.powerapps.com. I will be just pasting this in the reference link. And for the Power Automate, it is like make.powerautomate.com. So you can just see here like how this works. Okay, if it is not opening, let me just go ahead with a different one, Power Automate. Okay, so let us, yes, it is opening now. So this is make.powerautomate.com. Okay, so what is the difference between these two? So Microsoft Power Platform is made up of 4 key components. Okay, let me just open. So, according to, with Power Platform. So we were talking about Power Platform, right? In Power Platform, we have 4 main components. That is, first one is Power App. Okay, so first this one is called as the Power App, and the second one is Power Automate, and the third one is Power BI, and the fourth one is Microsoft Copilot Studio. Okay, so I'll tell you why this is actually, what is the purpose of these 3 things in the that is Power Platform. Okay, so we'll be understanding what all these things are. Okay, and particularly in this we'll be learning Power App and Power Automate. So Power App provides a rapid low-code development environment for building custom application. If you want to build a mobile app, then you can go ahead with the Power App. Okay, whereas Power Automate is what? It is to create an automated workflow between applications. So if you feel like if you want to automate something, automated workflow. Okay, so for example, if you are in a field where you wanted to get the approval, instead of like calling them and asking for the approval, you can simply use your app to submit the approval, whereas your manager will immediately get the alert and he can just respond you back. So this is how this Power Automate works. I just told a simple scenario. There are various other scenarios as well. So Power Automate helps automate repetitive business process such as communication, data collection, and decision approvals as well. And Power App is to create an app where these Power App usually it's connected with a lot of connectors, and scalable data services and app platforms like a Dataverse and all these things. So in this Power Platform, like Power Platform has all the data sources. Like mostly it has all the data sources. So what is the data source? In this, we have to understand few things very clearly. So coming to the point, like we have a lot of key terminologies which you should know, that we have one thing called data source. So what is this data source is what where the data comes from. Okay. To understand the different kind of connectors we have, you should understand what is the data source. Where there are two types of data sources which are tabular and functional based. Okay, the data sources are two types, tabular and function based. Tabular data sources in one is basically returns the data in a structured format. So tabular is more structured, okay, structured format, whereas your function is like one that uses functions to interact with the data source. Okay, functions to interact with. Got it? So this is how these two types of data sources basically have. So data source is what? Where the data is coming from. The data sources, not to connect with the data source, we need connectors. Okay. So connectors are the bridges from your data source to your app. For example, you have an app here. Let us consider this is your app. Okay. This is your Power App. And you will be getting the data from, it may be from Excel, it may be from SharePoint, it may be from anywhere, it may be from an external data as well. So if you want to connect Excel into this Power App, you need a connector, okay, to connect with. And this Excel is what the data source. This SharePoint is a data source. If you're connecting from anything, it may be OneDrive, it may be Salesforce, it may be a Sales SQL Server. Those are all data source. But if you want to connect with a Power App or anything, you need a connector. Okay, so that is what, which is like a bridge between your data source and the Power App, any Power Platform, like Power Platform applications. Okay, so we have default connectors and we have custom connectors as well. Okay, custom connectors in Power App, we have like in Power Platform, we have 320 plus 320 custom connectors. Custom connectors are like you can also build it. Like you can customize the connectors, like you can build the custom connectors. You can extend the app by calling publicly available API or any custom API that, or you are hosting it in the cloud. Okay, so this is what about the basic thing. And we have business central connector as well. So let us just go ahead and explore the business central connection connector in, like Power App and Power Automate. Let me just open this. So this is your Power App. Okay, like I'll show you how we'll be using this Power App. But before that, let us just go ahead and check for the, like apps. Okay, these are all the apps which you have. And if you click here, you can see you have table, websites, monitor, catalog, solutions, and all these things. So here you have the connections, right? So let us just pin this connection. Just click here, you can see the connections. So here is where you will be connecting. So I have already connected with the Business Central. If you want to connect with something, you can simply select here new connection. So these are all the connectors which you have in your Power App. Okay, just go ahead and explore it. This is your first exercise. You have to launch Power App. So if you are using your, anyhow, if you wanted to open Business Central, you have to use your business like organization email ID. You can just try to access Power App for as a trial version. Okay, so access Power App. This is your first exercise. Access Power App and explore custom connectors. Okay, explore connectors. Okay, this is your first exercise. So these are all the connectors which we have, and you can also select, you can find the Business Central connectors as well. So just go ahead here in the search, you can just go ahead and type for Business Central. So once if you type Business Central, you can find Dynamics 365 Business Central. Okay, business and type central, you can see both on-premise and the business. This is on-premise and this is your cloud-based, SaaS-based Business Central. Got it? This is in Power App. Whereas if you see in the Power Automate, so this is your Power Automate. Even in the Power Automate, you can see all these things, approval solutions and everything. If you click on the more, you can see connections. Just pin the connection. Click here, click on this connection. You can see, you can click on this create connection or plus new connections and then type Business Central. You can see you have two connections. That is a Business Central. Okay, so this is how you can create it. Okay. So we saw about like what are the connectors and everything. So let us just get started with the Power Apps. Okay, it's very simple as that. Nowadays we have Copilot also included in the Power Apps. Okay, so we can just simply create a Power App here. We will see how to create it, but anyhow, let us just go ahead and let us just create something here. So employee need a vacation. You have some, like you have some sample Copilot thing to just create it. Okay, so here you can simply type and add the files to create something. Okay, if you have any data, you can just simply create the files and add it. You can also, like simply type the, what to say, like you can simply type the prompt to connect it. Okay, likewise, even in the automate, you have triggers. Okay, we will see how to create a Power App in the exercise. Okay, so now I'm just giving an overview of what is Power App and Power Automate. So you can just create it here, or else you can just click here create, where you can see you can just start with Copilot, or start with the data. If you want to start with the data, you can upload the data and start it, or else you can start with the page design, start with the blank canvas. So you have other options as well. Likewise, in Power or Automate, you can just simply click create. Okay, you can see there are a lot of workflows available. So if you wanted to use automated cloud flow or instant cloud flow, scheduled cloud flow, describe it to design desktop flow, process mining. So there are a lot of things here which is coming up here. And these are very useful, and business process flow, like this process mining, all these things are really excellent. So if you talk about this automated workflow, is what that performs one or more task automatically after it is triggered by an event. Okay, for example, you can create a flow that lets you know by email when someone created a new customer in a business central. Immediately you will get an email. Likewise, in the instant cloud flow, there are many repetitive tasks that we will wish we could run with just one tap of a button. So you may need to register the beginning of working day for your employees, where instant workflow allow you to carry out this and many other tasks simply by tapping a button on your mobile devices. Likewise, this is a scheduled workflow. In a particular time, your workflow should happen. You can go ahead with that. Or you can just describe it to design it. Like you can simply ask the Copilot to build it. This is your desktop flow. If you want to, do the desktop environment, you can try this. And finally, process mining. Okay, this is to evaluate and optimize your existing processing and task. So this is how you can use your thing. Now, beyond this, you have a lot of Power Platform use cases. Okay, you can integrate, like Power Automate, Power App, and Power BI, everything with the Business Central, that you can find it here. I'll just show you. So here you can see a lot of use cases. Okay, how this Power App, Power Automate, and Power BI can be integrated. Business Central can be integrated. Here you can find an excellent case study. This is another exercise for you, assignment for you. You have to go through this link and get back to me. Okay, so I'll be posting this link either in the description or in the reference. If you are watching it in the Udemy, you can just find it in the reference as well. Okay, this is your exercise for today. You have to complete all these things. Okay, so next one is what you can embed, Business Central Power Platform with the Business Central, that we will see in the upcoming videos, like how we are integrating it. So we are completing this particular module here, and we saw like how you'll be integrating. Okay, so you can see the flow templates here. I'll be showing you that. Okay, let me just show you, because here they have already showed, right? So if you go to the Business Central, like you can just select any one. Like I'm just selecting searching for the sales order anywhere. Like you can find it in anywhere, almost in every card you can find it. So you will be having request approval. Okay, so this is your request approval. If you want to create a flow, you can create a flow here function. Okay, I don't have one. Let me just go ahead with the customers. Okay, once if you click on the customers, you can see there is more options. In the actions, you can see there is a request approval, workflow. If you want to create an approval workflow, you can create it from here, where it will be connected with the Power Automate. Just click next and you can find the approval workflow step. Okay, we haven't created anything yet, so it won't show much here. Okay, let us just create it. Like, meanwhile, we will just create it. Okay, I'm just wondering why even my customers are not showing up here. Okay, sorry, this is in the production environment. Okay, this is in the customers. Let me just go ahead with the actions. You can see workflow, request approval. You have Power Automate available here. Send template and everything. Automate. Okay, Power Automate. So here you can create an automated workflow. You can see here, right? If you click on this, you can see automate and then create Power Automate, create automated workflow, create action based flow on manage flow. So if you just click on this automate, create automated workflow, it will show you like create a flow where it will show you all the templates where you can create an automate from here. It will take you to there. So you can see the templates available here. If you want to use that, you can go ahead and use it. Okay, these are all the templates which are directly available. So this is what's shown here, like this one, this. Okay, these are all the templates. Let us just go ahead and check the knowledge. So your client wants to automatically send an email when they create a new item in the business. What tool should you use? Just try this. Okay, if you have guessed it right, yes, it's Power Automate. Next one, it is what explains best with what a Microsoft Power Platform connector is. So connectors are cloud-based services for connecting Power Apps and Power Automate. No, connectors connect your data source to your app, workflow, or dashboard. I think this is correct. Connectors enable a developer's access to Microsoft. No. So next one is you will use connectors to connect your business central solution with Power Apps. What kind of access connectors in Microsoft Power Platform enables you to connect to a business central? So for me, it's connectors enable access directly to the business central table. No. Um, Connectors enable access to your OData services through API. Yes, connectors enable access using web services in Business Central. So yes, it is correct. So we have completed almost like, like all these modules. So we'll be moving, just go through these modules, like whatever I have explained, that is what available here. Just go through these modules, you will get an idea, and we have completed this particular module. Okay, so we'll be in the next video, like we'll be learning this particular topic. We have completed this one, introduction to Power Platform and Business Central. So now we'll be like in the next video, we'll be learning create a Canvas app based on Business Central data. And then we will learn use Power Automate with Business Central, and then model driven app with the Dataverse. If you have access to the Dataverse, you can see that sometimes even if I'll be showing you like how to create it, and the create in custom connector to extend the Microsoft Power Platform functionalities with the Business Central. So just go ahead and watch the previous videos here. It is available almost, like 33 videos has been already uploaded. And if you wanted to do this as a course and get the certification by the end, you can try this Udemy course. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.